Hello there and welcome to the Mobile Academy. And if you want to become a job ready Flutter developer, make sure to check out the courses on my website mobileacademy.io. Here you will find all of the courses related to the Flutter development. You will find the professional course as well as the basic course related to the Flutter. You can also find some of the free courses over here if you want to just go and try it out, or if you are just a beginner on the Flutter and then the React Native, you can also find the free course over here. And if you would like to be a full stack developer, we also have the course related to the full stack developer, related to the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, as well as the Flutter over here. And if you would like to join the Flutter bootcamp, there is also a bootcamp course over here. So make sure to go and check out the course over here. There are free and then they paid course. And if you want to be a job ready Flutter developer, this is the course that you want to take. So see you guys on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Next, let us try to create a model for our text to image over here. If you go over here, we can make use of the image to text over here. And we need to create, or we need to prepare the model for this particular screen. And let's go back to our lib folder over here, and let's go and create the new folder that will be of the model over here. And inside this particular model, let's just go and create the new file, and this will be of the image, the model.the file over here. And once we have that, let's go and create the class of the image model. All right, so that would be of the image model, and we'll add the let's just go and add these two field for now. And for now we will require the one will be of the image, right, and one will be of the mimi type, so MIME-TYP type over here. And this will be of the unit8 list, so unit8 list over here, sorry, unit8 list. And let's import that one, so unit8 list, so unit8 list. So let's just go and add that one, because the type of the image will be of the unit8 list over here. And once we have that, let's go and add the constructor that will be of the image model. And let's just go and set this up, and I'll just go and make this one as the named argument or named parameter over here. And let's just go and rename, or let's just add this to field to be of the required field over here. So I'll give you a required field over here. And once we have this particular required field, we will just go and let's just go and create the toString. So later we may want to convert that to the toString over here. Let's just go and generate toString over here. And once we have this, then we are good to go over here. So let's go back to our, let's go to our screen over here. Currently we have only the image to text screen, but it doesn't do anything. So next what we need to do is we need to go and set this up over here. And I guess let's do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Now the next thing before we go and create our screen, we need to create the chat form field for our text to image over here. Because if you go to the chat, we don't have an option to pick an image. So let's just go and add an option to pick an image for our text image to text over here. And for this one, let's go back to our chat text form field over here. And I guess we can just create the new file over here. Let's just give some name over here, and that will be of the image, and that will be of the text form field over here, and that will be of the dart file. And once we have that, I will just go and copy all of this option from here, and it will be mostly the same thing. We just need one option, that is to pick image over here. So let's just go and rename this one first of all. That will be of the image, and then the text form field over here. Just copy this one and paste it over here. And that should be fine. And the next option that we require over here is one more function. Let's just duplicate this one and that function doesn't take any arguments. And then let's just go and set this one to be of the on image. I guess it will, let's just make this one as a on pick image. I guess that should be a good name over here. And that should be fine. You can also make use of this one, the same one, and you can just add the optional field over here. But I would just like to create a new one over here. So I guess that will be much more better for us. And you can just go and add this field. Okay, sorry, this should be of the required field. So required, this should be dot the on image pick over here. That should be fine. And let's just go and add the comma over here. That should be fine. And let's just not make this one as an optional field. So we need to pick an image, right? So we'll just go and say that this is of the required field over here. And let's just go and close this one over here, and that should be good enough. And let's go down over here, and since we want to go and add that to the end over here, that should be of the suffix icon over here. So let's go below this particular hint text over here, and let's just go and add the suffix over here, and that should be of the suffix icon. Let's just make use of the suffix icon over here, and I'll just go and set the icon button over here. You will go and make use of the icon button over here, and let's just try to arrange this one properly over here. And the icon we are going to pass in is the const of the icon, and that will be of the icons, right? So icons icons dot, we'll just make use of the camera over here. And camera, let's just go and add this one, something like this one, and I guess that should be fine. And on pressed, we need to call our this particular function on image pick over here. Let's just go and grab this one over here, and let's just pass it to our unpick image over here. Now this should be good enough. So this will add the icon button at the end of our text form field over here, and rest of the thing, I guess that should be fine over here. And if you want to add some more validation, like you want to add some more text, and that should be fine, but I guess that should be fine for now. And next step will be to work with our screen. So now finally we are back with our image to text screen over here. So let's do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. The next thing that we need to do over here is to work with our this particular screen over here, and I guess we can copy some of the option from here. So we still require the form, right? So we'll just copy this one, and we require the generative model over here. Let's just copy. We require a scroll controller, and then the text editing controller, focus, and I guess that should be the one. And I guess I'll require the each loading, and I may not require a chat session over here. So let's just go and copy the same thing from here first of all, and let's just close this one. Let's go back to our this particular screen, and let's just go and add this one over here. Let's just go and import all of the required field over here. And for now, let's just go and remove this one from here, the chat screen, the chat session over here. And now let's go to the our init state over here, and let's just try to initialize the required field over here. And let's go down over here. First we need to we have the scroll controller. Let's just set that scroll controller, and next we have the text controller. Let's just go and set that text controller. We have the focus node. Let's just go and set that up, and its loading by default will be of the false over here. And we need to set up our model over here. So underscore the model that we have, and model will be of the generative model over here, and we'll pass in the model, and then we also need to pass in the API key over here. And let's just go and import this one over here, and we are good to go. So now that should be done for us. And next we also need to dispose this one, right? So let's go and call the dispose method over here, and we need to dispose it before we call the super dot dispose over here. and that will go and clear it out our unused resources, which is of the scroll controller and text controller dot dispose, and also we need to dispose the focus node over here. And that's the thing that we have to dispose over here. And let's go back to our chat screen and let's take a look. I guess we have already done all of those, and let's go back now. And here in the scaffold, let's just go and say this is image to text, or you can just give some different name. Let's say we want to give a name as the Gemini, so Gemini it should be, and Gemini multi-modal, right? So I guess that should be a good name over here. And let's just go and remove this particular body from here, and in body we'll make use of the list view builder over here. Let's just go and make use of the list view builder, and in this particular builder let's just go and add our controller first of all, and in the builder we get the context, right? So we get the context over here, and we also get the index over here, and that should be fine. And here we require the count over here. So item count, currently we don't have set, we haven't set the item count over here. So let's just go and set some, let's go on to the top over here, and here let's just go and add the list, and that list will be of the type will be of the string. So let's take a list of the string, and I'll just go and give this one something like the a generated text, or let's just say this is of the messages, and that will be of the empty string over here. And let's just go and set this up. The value field message isn't used. Okay, so we haven't used this one, so let's just go down over here, and let's go down over here, and we want to make use of the messages dot the I want to get a length over here. So that should be good. So once we got the message length, and let's go and extract the var, and that will be of the message, and we will get the extract that particular the message from this particular message index. And once we have this particular, and we need to return from here our message we get over here, and in the message we get we need to pass in the is from user as of the false, and because we currently we are just getting it back from the, we just want to show what we return back from the API over here, and then message over here. So that should be good enough, I guess. And let's try to go and rerun. Okay, so I guess we also need to add the button bar over here, and currently we haven't added that one. So let's just go below this particular body over here, and after this particular body, let's just go and close this one over here, and let's just go and add a comma over here, and then the we'll add the bottom navigation bar over here. And let's go back to our chat screen, and I guess we have the added over here already, that one. So let's just go and add this one. So let's just go and copy this, or we'll just copy the whole bottom navigation for now. Let's just go and copy all of this particular bottom navigation from here, and that should be of the till this particular safe area, I guess. And let's just copy this one, and we don't want to spend writing all of those information over here. Let's just go and paste it over here. And let's just go and remove this fill, because we don't have all of those information. And here what we require, each our that particular this is of the image text form field. Let's just go and set the image text form field. So that is what we require over here. And the unpick image is missing, so we need to pass in the unpick image over here. And here what we need to do is we need to have this two method created. Currently we don't have this particular method, but we need to go and create that particular method. One is to send the message, chat message, and one is to pick the image over here. So I guess let's do that on the next lesson, because that will be quite lengthy to go and create this particular one will be of the pick message, right? And that will be of the, let's just go and give the same name over here. so we don't get confused over here. One is the pick image, one is to send the chat message. So let's do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. And the next option that we need to go and create is the onPick image function over here. So let's go below over here, and let's go and create that particular void function that will be of the pick image over here, and that will be of the async function over here. So let's just go and add our, let's just go and pick the image. So that will be of the, we need to make a final variable, and that will be of the assets over here, which will be of, we need to make use of the weight over here, and that will be of the asset, I guess it's the asset picker over here. So I guess we have already added that particular package and asset, and it should be of the image asset picker over here, pick picker over here, and then the pick image over here. So let's just go and import this one over here, and it is not over here, so we need to import that one. So let's go on to the top over here, and let's import that particular package. So that will be of the package, and then the I guess it's the WeChat asset picker, and let's just add that one over here. So let's just add that particular WeChat asset picker. So using that, we can go and pick our image over here. So let's go and start picking up our image, and here we need to pass, let's just close this one over here for now, and let's just go and set that, let's just go and add the configuration for this one. And first we require to pass in the context, and then we'll configure this particular picker configure, and it will be of the const of the asset picker, right? Asset picker config. So let's just go and search for that one, asset, it should be of the picker config over here, and we need to configure this one just to make sure that we pick the maximum assets of the 2 over here. So we don't want to pick more than that, and we'll just set the request type will be of the request type of the images only. So we'll just go and configure to pick only the images, because we don't want to pick a video or something else over here. And we can also configure the grid count over here. So grid count, so how many column do you want? So I'll just say, I'll just make use of the 3 over here. That should be good enough over here. And then I guess that should be the one that we currently require over here. And we have some errors, so let's just go and see what error that we are currently getting over here. Let's just say that the evaluate the const expression and the assessment const expression failed to occur, which I guess we don't have to pass in the const over here. So I guess that should be fine over here. And once we have that particular value, so we get the assets back from here, and we'll go and check for the condition for first of all. So we need to check if the assets is of the null, right? If the assets is of the type is of the null, then we'll just go and return from here, and we'll not do anything for now. And once the asset is just a type is of the null. And we also want to check if the user picked one image or the 2 image over here. So user may pick just 1 image or may pick a 2 image over here. So because we have set up the option to pick a 2 image over here. So let's just go and check for that particular condition as well. If the assets, right? So we have the assets that we have dot the length, which will be of equals to, I guess, equals to of the 1. So if the image assets is of the length is of the 1 over here, what we want to do, so here we have some error, length can't be accessed unconditionally, and we have to make this one as the null or null check over here, and that should be, I guess, over here. So we'll just say not this one. Okay, so sorry for that, it should be of the, if the assets is of equals to null, then we want to return from here, and if it is the length is of the 1, then we want to check for some condition over here. And I'll just go and extract the first of the image type over here. So let's see, first image, let's say I want to grab the type from here, and I'll just go and set the weight and make use of the assets that we have currently. And then I'll just go and grab the first one using the array, and then I'll just go and get the it should be not the get, I guess there as a mimi type over here. So mimi type over here, and let's just grab that one, mimi type, and let's just grab it as an asynchronous one, and let's just go and wait for that one. So now we should get that type over here, and that will give us the type, whether it's a JPEG or whether it's what kind of the format. So we are going to get that one over here, so the type of the mimi type over here. And once we have that, let's just go and create our final, and then the fi, let's should be of the firs to first image, and let's just go and make use of the await feature, because we are going to call the asynchronous function. So we have the assets, this is the list of the assets, and from here we want to grab the first one, and let's just grab the smaller size. So we just want to, because it may be a very large image over here, so we just want to grab the thumbnail with size. So let's just go and define the size over here, so it doesn't go and overflow our image size over here. So we just want to create the thumbnail size over here, and size will be of the we need to provide, I guess, the width and then the height. So width, I guess we'll just make use of the 1980, and then the height will be of something like the 1080 over here. So image and then the height over here, and let's just go and set that one over here, I guess, and let's just close. Okay, so let's just do it in the same line over here, and let's just bring back it over here, and that should be fine, I guess. And let's just go and bring this one onto the top as well over here. Okay, so we need to close it over here, and this one can make this one as a const for now. And once we have that, the next option that we need to pass in is the quality. Let's just pass in the quality of this one, and I'll just go and pass the quality of as a 50 or something, so maybe 75, and it should reduce our image size, and this will go and compress our actual image over here. We are reducing the size, and then we are actually going to go and set the quality of the 75. So you can just play around with this configuration, because if the image is too large, it will take a lot of time, or you may get an overflow error over there. So that's why we just want to set this one over here. So this particular option, we get it from the this particular list of assets, asset entry. So this asset entry, we can make use of that one. And you can just go and read the documentation of the widget asset picker over here, and let's go down over here. Now once we have that particular first image, and now we can, this return type is of the nullable type, so we also need to check that particular condition once we are here. So let's go down over here, and we'll check the condition. If the first image type, I guess, not the first image type, we just have to check for the first image is of null, right? So if the first image of the null, then what we can do is we can just go and return from here. So we don't want to proceed below if there is no image. So now we can go and create our image model. So let's just go and make this one as a final, and then the model over here, and that will be of the image model that we previously created. And now we need to pass in the image as the first image, and then we'll pass in the mimi type is of the first image type dot the, we'll just go and say it's of the to string over here. Let's just grab that one, and I guess that should be fine. So this is our nullable type, so we just want to make it sure that we just pass in the type it's of the string over here, and this should configure our model now. And we have this particular model, and currently we need to create a field where we can store this particular model, otherwise it will be lost once the function is called over here. So for that, what we'll do is we'll go and create one. Let's just go on to the top over here, and here we'll just go and create the, let's just create a list of the image, because we require 2 image over here. And for that, this will be of the type will be of the image model over here, and this will be of the, let's say this is of the IMA images over here, and this is also is the type is of the list over here. And let's go down now, and here we can just go and call the set state over here. And this set state, I will just go and add that particular our model that we have created over here, and back to that particular image list that we have. So I guess that should be the one, and this is currently okay, I guess that should be the one. Let's just go and add this one. And now once we have done, that should be good enough. We have set our state already. Now later we can go and make use of that one. And if the image, this is the condition for if the image length is of the 1, now we need to go for the another condition that will be of the else part over here, which is of if the image of the 2, because we are just going to pick the 2 image over here, right? So let's just go and work with this particular condition over here. So let's just go and make use of the record type from the dart over here. So for that, I'll just go and final, and we will create a 2 type. One will be of the first image type, so let's say FIR is the first image type over here. And then we also require a second as is second image type over here, and we'll just go and set that. Let's just go and create that one. We will grab that one from the our asset list, right, that we have, the first one and then the second one. So we grab the list of the 0 index and then the 1 index. Since we have the 2 image, we can easily grab that one over here. So this one should be of the let's just go and add it properly. Since this is async, we have to await this one. So if we don't await, we are not going to grab that particular the return type from here. Since this is asynchronous function, we have to await that one, and this will return as the future of string. So we need to await that over here. And now we have this particular as a string nullable type, and then the string nullable type over here as well. So we can do the same thing for our, let's just copy this one from here, and let's just go and paste it below over here. This will be of the not the image type, this will be the first image, and this will be of the second image over here. And what we need to do is what we have done over here. So let's just copy this particular condition from here, and let's go and bring it down over here. So this will give us the first one, right? And then we require a second one over there. So let's try to arrange this one properly over here. And once we grab the first one over here, and let's go and get the second one as well. So this will give us the second one, and that should be good enough. So now we have the two, one is of the image type and one is of the image, which is of the data record type. So now we got this two over here. And the next step is we need to check if it is not null. So this is going to be quite long lecture over here, so just bear with me. If the image is the first image is equals to null, or the second image is of the null, so if the image are null, then we just want to return, because we want a two image, we don't want a one single image. For the one single image, we already have this one. So once we have that particular condition, let's go and create our model. So final, and I guess I can just copy this one from here, not this one, this one. So I need to create the model over here, right? So let's just go and create that one, and let's just go and add this one, and we need to create the model 1 and model 2 over here. And this one will be of the first image over here, and then this is of the first image type, that to string. And then we require the next one. Just copy this and paste it below over here. We need a second model as well. Now this is not a good way, but we just want to move it faster. So this will be of the second image, right? And then the this will be of the second image type over here. Where is that? Second image type is over here. So just copy this and paste it over here. So that should be good enough. So now we have the two model over here. and here we can just go and add that one. So we will just go and set state, and we'll just go and add that one, or you can just call one time, which is of the add all, I guess. So add all, there should be option to add all, and it takes a iterable. So currently we have to pass in the list of the string, and we'll add the model 1 and then the model 2 over here. So this will set the our state, and now we have ready to use image list over here. So this is the image list that we have, and now we can make use of this. And once we pick the image, we are good to go. So we'll continue with this lesson on the next one, and it's quite long already. Let's do that on the next one. Till then, have a great day. Now let us go and create the function that is required for us on when we call the onField submit. So that should be, I guess we'll just call the send the we are not sending a chat, so let's say send the let's say request, send a request to the server, or some different name that you want to give over here. But for now, let's just go down and let's just go and create the void, and I'll just go and call this one as the send request function over here. And we are going to take the type is of the string as the text for now. Let's just close it over here, and let's just remove this autocomplete over here, and let's just say a message over here for this one that we are going to grab, and this should be of the void, not the wish over here. So once we have that, let's just go and add the try catch condition, because we need to catch some error over here. And the first thing that we require over here, I'll just require let's say a list over here, and list will be of the data part. So let's just go and grab this particular data part from here. Let's just grab that particular data part, and that will be of the, let's say this will be of the let's just remove this one for now. We don't want to assign a list, and this will be, let's just give this one as the image part over here, or the image parts over here. And this is coming from the if you take a look over here, it comes from the Google generative package as well, right? So this is of the Google generative it's come this data part is from the Google generative package app. And here we need to, another one is the generate the content response, and that is also from the, let's just say this one as a response, which comes from the Google generative package as well over here. And now next thing is that we need to validate. So final is valid, which will be of equals to the underscore the form key that we have set up over here. And let's just go and validate over here. Let's just go and return this one, and we'll just go and check for the condition. And now we, if we need to check that the each valid that we have is equals to null. So it can be of the null, or is not valid. Then we'll just go and say that we just want to return from here. So why it is giving the autocomplete, it's quite messy over here. So we'll just go and return from here. So once we do the validation, and I guess that should be fine. So you can see that we have the boolean type. We'll just check if it is of the null, right, or if it is of the null, or if it is not valid, which means of the false. Then we are just going to return it from here. And now let's just go and check some other condition. We have the if condition. We require the images, so I'll just go and check for the images that we currently have set up. And if it is of the empty, right, so if the image is of empty, then we want to go and do something over here. So let's just go and close it over here. And I guess we want to show some error over here. So let's go to the chat screen, and I guess we have the error somewhere, so we can show that particular error message. So let's just copy this one instead of just going and writing it again over here. So that will, I'll put on to the, let's just go and put it at the bottom over here. So let's just go and set it to the bottom, and here we'll just go, and if that is of the empty, then we'll just go and call the show error over here, and we'll just pass in this message, no image is selected over here. I guess that should be fine over here. So no image is selected, or you can give some custom message, and I'll just go and return from here because we don't want to continue if that the image is of the empty, because we require the image over here. Next we will configure the final pro prompt over here, and this will be of the we need to configure a text part over here that is also from the Google generative package over here, and this is the message that we want to pass in. So we are going to configure that as the prompt over here, and now we can just go and set the condition that is of to be, I guess not the if condition. We can go and call the set state over here, that is to be of the it's loading now. We will set it to true because now we are going to send the once the validation is successful, now we are going to send it a request to the API over here. And now let's just go and check some condition below this one. So if the images that we currently have, right, the images that we currently have, and if the length is of not the one, if we'll check for the condition if the length is of 2, because we are only going to pick either the 1 or the 2 image over here. So the next thing is that the image part that we have defined on the top over here, this is the image part that we have to set that one over here. So image part, which will be of equals to the list of the image part over here. And now I will just go and set the data part, and data part will be of the name, right? So I need to provide the name, and let's just go and add it from our images. So we have the images here, right? So let's just grab this one, and I guess let's just do it in the same line. So images, right, and then the first one, and then the type, right? So we have the data part, the Mimi type, and then the byte over here. So Mimi type and then the byte. So we will just go and provide the Mimi type first, and then the image over here for the first image. And since this is the list, we have to provide the second one as well, that will be of the 1, and this is also of the index 1. So we got that list of the image part set up over here. And then once that is done, and then if it is of just the one image, then we are just going to pass in the single one that will be of the image part, and we'll just go and pass in the first one over here, and this will just go and add the one image over here. So we have 1 or 2 images, so the user can either pick 1 or either pick 2. So that's why we are adding this particular condition over here. Let's just close this one, and in the else part, so let's say else if that is not the case over there, then we are just going to, okay, so I get this is the else part. I guess it should be of the else if part over here, else if over here, and that will be of this one. So image is equals to the 1, right, not the ID. It should be of the else if over here, and then if the images is of equals to of the 1, right, and this should be of the underscore images, and then we are good to go. And in the finally, then we'll just say that if that is of the image part that we have, right, so image, okay, so this is the one, the image part will be of the empty list in the end case. So that should be good enough. So now we have the image part which will be ready for us to send it to the API. So let's go below this one, and now we can just go and configure the response over here. So response that we have already created, which will be of, we need to call the await over here, and then the model that the generate content. So we need to pass in the prompt, and then the okay, so let's just go and remove this one from here. Let's just go and pass, let's just go and arrange this one properly over here. And if you go to this, we need to pass in the prompt, right? This is the prompt that we need to pass, and we can also pass the safety setting, generation config and other stuff, but this takes the iterable of the content. So you can see the prompt is the iterable of the content, so we need to configure that one. So this is the iterable, so we have to configure as a list, and then the I'll just say the content content that we have, and then the content will be of the multi multi-part. So let's just go and set this field. This one we need to set it to the multi-part over here, and then this takes the iterable of the part. So that's why we created a part previously over here. So this iterable means it is a list, right? And then here we are going to pass in the part that we have previously created. Where is that? Sorry, not the part. So first we need to pass in the prompt that we have created, and then the list of the I'll just spread operator, and then the image that we have, image part. So that should go and create that the content that the multi-part over here, which will be iterable of the type is of the part over here. We pass in the prompt as the text part, and then we have the image part. If you go and take a look over here, this is the list of the data part over here. So we can pass that one, and now this should return us the response back. And now we'll check for the condition of the if the response loss of text is of the null, then we'll just go and show the error message, no response was found, and then we'll just go and return back from here. And we don't want to do anything, and we'll just return it from here. In the else part, I'll just go and set the loading to the false, because we have already set the loading as to be true over here. And in the message, we want to go and add that one to be of the toString. So now the message is back, so we'll just fill in that particular message list that we have previously set up over here. So that is the message list that we have set up over here, right? So this is the messages, and this is the field that we have created. So now we will fill that particular, or we will add that the text message to our list over here, and that should go and populate our list view. And here we'll just go and call the other options, like we need to go and clear our images, and images dot the clear, so which will go and clear the images. We don't want to keep it in the list. And then we can also, I guess that should be fine for now. And let's just go and go to the catch part over here. And in the catch part, we just want to go and show the error message once it is of the if of type is of the error. And we'll also set the state over here. Let's just go and set the state over here, and we'll want to set this loading to be of the false over here. And then we can also make use of the finally, if you want to go and make use of clear all of those information. And we'll go and clear our the text controller, and also the request over here, and that should be fine. And I guess that should be fine over here. So let's go and try to rerun our application finally, and let's try to see how it is going over here. So I'll go to the text to image over here. Now you can see that we got that particular prompt over here, and we have an option to pick an image over here. And if I go and select that, we are getting some error over here, and we need to fix this one over here. So the page size over here, grid of the person. So let's just go and see what we have done over here in the pick image over here. So the grid count over here, the max asset it can pick each of the two, right? And then the request type is of the image, and then the another one each of this one. So image grid count is of 3. Let's just set it of the true over here, and I guess the maximum we can set is of the 2, and let's just set it as a const over here. And let's just go and add this one. The grid count is currently of the 4. Okay, so currently its default is 4, but we want to set it of the true. So let's just go back and take a look over here, and let's try to pick. Okay, it is crashing that particular application, and we need to fix that. So let's do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. If you previously noticed that our app is crashing, that is because we haven't set up the permission correctly to pick our image. So since we are using the iOS device, I will go to my iOS configuration, and I'll go to the runner, and let's go to the info list over here, and I need to add that particular permission to pick the image. So I want to use the media library or the photo library, or else I also can use of the image camera over here. So for that, I'll just go and add the permission over here below this one, and the permission will be of to pick the NS photo library usage description, and you just need to add the permission description. The photo permission is required to some description that you prefer over here. And also if you are using the camera, then you can also pass in the camera permission as well. And make sure to go and read the documentation for that particular WeChat image picker, and you can get all of this information over there. For now, since we are just using the iOS device, and I'll just go and add the permission over here. And once we change the native side code, we need to rebuild our application over here. So to rebuild the application, I can go and run it from here, or I can just go to my the run and debug over here, and let's just go and create the JSON file over here, and that should generate a launch.json file for us, and this will help us to run it directly from here instead of going and running it from here. So now let's just go and run this one from here, and let's try to wait for this one to complete over here. And now once it is restarted, you can just click on that particular camera icon, and it will ask you for the permission now. So I'll just give and allow the full access over here, and that should be fine. So let's go to the text to image over here now, and if you click on this one, it should ask for the permission, or it should give a list of the image file now. And now I can just go and select the image. So you can see I can just select the 2 image over here. I can't select more than that, or I can just select the 1 image over here, and that's it good. And we need to show that particular image somewhere here, because currently once the user selects the image, we don't have option to show that particular image over here. And what we need to do now is let's just go and add an option over here to show this particular image, and we'll do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Now what we need to do is we need to show that particular selected image over here. So for that, let's go and convert this particular, okay, so I'll just convert this one, the row, or I'll just wrap this one with the column over here. So we need to add a top on top of this one, so I'll just add a column over here, and I'll just go and check for the condition over here, so which will be of the underscore the images that we have dot is not empty. So if it is not empty, then we are just going to add some extra widget over here. And let's just go and say I just want to add a size box over here, and that will be of the height will be of, let's say, 100 over here. And let's just go and add the child over here, and in the child I'll just go and add the list view over here, and let's just go and add the list view builder over here, and that will be of the I require a context over here, and then the index over here, right? And let's just go and return that one from here. So let's just go and arrange this one properly over here, and here I need to have the scroll direction. So I want to scroll it to the in the horizontal, so I'll just say access dot the horizontal, and that will be on the horizontal way, so we can scroll in this action. And let's just go and set the item count. I guess we only have the 2, so I'll just go and set the images dot the length over here. That should be fine. And here we get the context, the context, and then the index over here. So I'll just go and do the final, and then I'll just go and grab the image, and that will be of the from the list of the images, and pass in the index to grab that particular image over here. And from here I will just return the image dot the memory, since this is the type is of the it has the image model with the unit at list. So here I just have to pass in the image dot memory, and that will be of the image dot image, right? And then I'll just set the height and then the width over here. The width is of the 100, and as well as the height is of the 100 over here. Let's just close this one over here, and I guess that should be good for us for now. And now let's just go and rerun this particular application, and let's try to select that particular image over here. Okay, so now you can see that it is over here, and what we need to do for that is I need to set the main access size over here, and then the main access size should be of the minimum. So we don't want to cover the whole screen, we just want to cover the minimum height that it gets. So let's try to reload this one, and we should be good to go. And now let's try to select the image from here. I'll just select this too, and now you can see that we got that one over here. And you can also add some padding or something else, but I guess that should be fine over here. If you want to wrap that one with the padding, and that should be also okay. So let's just go and wrap this image with some kind of the padding size over here, and I'll just go and add the 8 to all of those, and let's just go and take a look. So now I guess it should be much more better. Currently it doesn't scroll, we just have a 2 image. That should be fine. So that's all for this lesson. We added an option to add the image that the user has selected. The next option would be to go and send that particular request. So now if I go and send, it's not working. So now I can just, next step would be to work with this one. So for that, let's do that on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Now let us go and see how we can add some text over here and send that particular click on that particular button over here. And if I go and write what is this what is this image over here, and if I go and send this one, and you can see it's not actually working over here. So what we need to do is, let's go down over here. Okay, so once we have this particular send button, we need to go and call our send request function, and we need to pass in the message. So message will be of the text, the controller that we have, and then grab that particular text over here. So let's try to reload this one from here, and let's just go and select, let's try to send this one, and you will see that the validation is working perfectly fine. And if I have some image, so let's just go and grab this particular image from here. I'll just select the one over here, and I'll just say describe this image over here, and let's just try to send this one. Now you can see it is sending that particular request, and it is loading. The image input modality is not enabled for this model Gemini Pro. So that is the error from the model. We need to enable something back on the server. Now let us try to fix this particular error. That may be because of this particular generative model that we have set up, and this should be of the Gemini that we have, right? Gemini vision model. So we are just using the text model, text to text, but since we are using the image, we need to use a vision model over here. So for that, let's just go and restart this particular application, and now let's go to the text over here, and I'll just go and select this particular image over here, and I'll just select the over here, and I'll just say what is the DIVRANC reference over here, and I'll just go and send that particular request, and let's just wait and see. And you can see that we got that response back, and it just says the first image is on focus, and while the second image is out of focus. That's cool. And let's just copy or select this one, and I'll just say we'll just say describe this image, describe this image over here, and I'll just go and send the request over here. And now you can see that we got the response back. The image shows ground cover of the magenta ice plant, right, and some yellow flower mixed with. So that's cool. So now, which means that it is able to upload that particular image and get some description and all of this stuff over here. And now let's try to select a different image over here. I'll just go and select this particular banana from here, and I'll just say, can you give me a NutriFact for this one, right? And let's try to see what is the NutriFact that is returning from the API response over here. And you can see that's cool. So now you can see that we got that the NutriFact back from the API response. So this is the serving size, calorie, total fat. That's cool, right? So I guess that's all for this particular lesson. We have successfully implemented the text to image to text model over here, as well as the text to text, which was we built a chatbot previously. And that's all. So that's all for this particular lesson, and we'll meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Now let us try to fix a bug over here. If you take a look, if I select two different image over here, let's select these two over here, it's going to grab the the both one, you can see that it is the same image, right? So that's why what we will do is let's try to reload this one. We'll try to fix over here, and that is if you go to this particular pick image function over here, and that is because we are collecting the same one over here, which is of the first one and then the second index. So this should be of the 0 index and then the 1 index over here, and that should be the one that we require. So this is the correct one, and here it should be also of the correct one over here. So let's try to go and reload this one over here, and now let's try to go back over here, and if I go and select these two, we should get a different image over there, banana and then the apple over here. And I will just see we'll just see the difference between what is the difference over here. And let's try to send the this particular request over here, and let's try to wait for it to complete over here. And you can see that we got the image, the left is banana and then the image on the right is of the apple. That's cool, right? And next thing is if we go and upload this particular two image, and if we go over here and add this to image again, you'll see that we have the 4 image over here, but we only require 2 image. So maximum we require 2 image over here. So what we need to do is once you select, before we select this one, we'll just go and clear our image that we have. So underscore the images, and then we'll just say enter the clear over here. So let's try to go and reload this one over here. Let's go and try to select that two particular image over here. And now if you go back and select this two from here, it should be cleared over there. So that's cool. So now we have successfully fixed all of our bug over here. And I'll just say the clear the image list over here. And that's all for this lesson. We successfully fixed all of our bug over here, and now our app is working perfectly fine. So that's all, and let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day.